Good morning, kitty. Hello. Hello. This is what happens as soon as I sit down. I am a misty sandwich. That is okay. I'm wearing 2 sweaters and I definitely don't need them. But it's a beautiful fall morning and I'm just admiring this view of the city. Look how beautiful this is. So pretty. Love it. Oh, and look at the pretty parking lot. Oh, city life. Yes, bitch. Take your morning stroll. I am having a very good morning. In fact, I've had a pretty good week. You know, sometimes you just have those weeks where you and your friend get together and you didn't go through that much trauma, so you don't have that much to say. I feel like that's this week for me. I was thinking that I could finally show you some of my plants, some of my garden, and we could maybe go to Michael's. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm just excited for the morning. Ooh, and it's Tuesday, so the farmer's market is coming to my neighborhood. There's just a lot to do. The world is our oyster, so let's get started. We are officially testing out the vlog camera in the outdoors. So sorry if the audio is a little weird, but hi! I'm officially coming to you from the garden shed. Ooh. I come here almost every single morning so that I can take care of my little plot. I definitely want to give you guys a nice full garden tour when things have stopped dying, because the whole garden is at its most beautiful during the springtime and early summer. This is where we keep all of our seeds, or most of them. That's a little garden chores chart. It's super rustic, not really. I think I can do a canned water today. Anything in there? Okay, good. I'll give you a sneak peek of the rest of the garden. This is just a tiny little portion. Okay, friends, we are officially at my garden plot. We've got some babies growing. Look at that little baby. Look at that little baby. And there's another little baby right over here. Super little baby. Over there, that's gonna be a winter squash. Over here, I don't know what that's gonna be yet because that just started growing. Do you like my little fairy tale frog? Over here is kale and basil, and in the corner there's milkweed. This is my little plot. Like I said, it's not the prettiest right now. I have this big thing on it because, like I said, summer was intensely hot here in Southern California and everybody's plots were dying because of the heat. So I put this nice big mesh shade over most of the plot so that my stuff wouldn't die. It didn't really work that well. A lot of it did die. That's why there's this giant empty space here from where a Cosmo flower bush used to be. But at least now, things finally have room to grow, like that winter squash. I have a whole bunch of beautiful mint over here, and my basil's doing really well. My milkweed is doing really well. Oh, look, a bee. Oh, look, a bee. Oh, don't kill me, bee. Goodbye, garden. Thank you. I always say thank you to the garden, a little quieter, of course, because it's such a beautiful way to start the day. I can't help but be thankful. Bye, you guys. Do well today, or do your best. Hello, Hello friends, and welcome to my storage car. I just got out of Michael's and I realized that I can't film in there because they told me that I can't film in there, which was kind of embarrassing. So much for my first time shooting with humans. We'll get better. I got like 2 things because that's my budget, but they're really cool things. Okay, the first thing is this. It's a gingerbread coffin kit. And I don't know exactly how I want to use this yet, but I know that you and I are going to be making it together. So let me know in the comments how I should use this in what kind of video. I'm thinking a Gaby Possible Spooktacular. Isn't this so cute? Oh my god, you get to decorate your own coffin. This is exactly how I want my own death to go. I want to be this excited. And the last thing I got is glue. It's not exciting to you, but when you see the video that I do the DIY for which I'm going to use this, it'll all make sense. Let's go to the farmer's market, see if we can find some strawberries, and yeah. I am not kidding when I say that this is my storage car. Hi, welcome to literally the biggest mess, like the biggest mess. I have a really small apartment. This is all I can do. This is the bed that my mom used when she came to visit me. She got herself an army cot. Where the hell am I supposed to keep an army cot? Okay, my lovely creative friends. After searching the depths of the internet and stumbling across a lot of people who are always asking for advice on drawing portraits, so off the top of my head, I'm gonna give you... I think it's gonna be like between 3 and 5. Let's say around there. Here are 3 to 5 tips for drawing your favorite bitches. Number 1, what you see is probably not what you see. You need to check again and again and again until your eyes turn into pools of holy water from how much you've baptized yourself with new knowledge. A really common mistake that I see people doing when they're first starting out drawing people, or painting people especially, is that they think that skin is one color or 5 variations of the same color. Look at your hand as an example. When looking at your hand, try to find a base color, meaning the color that you see the most of, the color that's going to make up the very first layer of your painting. For me, my base color would probably be, I'm thinking a yellow ochre. There might be variations of that yellow ochre from light and dark all over certain spots of my hand, but then if I look closer, there's greens, there's blues, purples, browns, purple browns, red browns, blue browns. At the tips of your fingers where there's the most warmth, it's predominantly red. No matter what color you are, there's going to be more warmth at the tips of your fingers and at your joints than anywhere else on your hand. When painting something, do a layer of color and then do another one and another one and another one and another one. Things have more color to them than you think. Tip number 2, when holding your pencil at the very beginning of your drawing, any drawing, if you are holding it like this when you are just starting your drawing, I'm gonna kill you. This is the posture that you use when you're in the detail phase. When you have finished laying out the basic shapes of the face, when you have finished laying out the basics of your composition, you can get into your drawing and get really close to it and get really detailed when you've finished laying everything down. I recommend at the very beginning of your drawing holding your pencil like this. And instead of using your wrist to draw your gesture, to draw your underlayer, use your entire arm and step back from your paper a couple of times. Again, when you use your wrist to start the drawing, you're most likely too close to your paper and focusing too much on detail, and it's easier for you to get more actionable line work, more energetic line work when you use your entire arm instead of flicking your wrist. Flick at a wrist, not here. There's a reason why so many people once they finish their drawing, step back from it and realize, oh my god, I got something wrong, or the whole perspective's entirely off, or I made the chin too big, or I made the forehead too big. And that's because they were too close to their paper to begin with. You need to start further away from your subject using your entire body as your drawing mechanism, and then when everything is laid out, then you can start. Tip number 3. If you are having trouble judging the distance between features, use shadows as your reference point. You can actually draw the shapes of shadows on a face first, and then use those shadows as a middle point between features that you're uncertain of. When you use this method, you can take things one step at a time instead of jumping from important point to important point. Tip number 4. That whole tip that I just gave on mapping out features using shadows can be really difficult for somebody that doesn't cast any shadows. Some people have very delicate features, soft cheeks, flatter features, bigger lips, but shallow in depth so that they don't cast much of a shadow. If you want to have more edge variation and shadows with somebody that has a rounder or flatter face, switch up the angle of your reference and switch up the lighting. Not everybody's best drawing is head on. Tip number 5. When doing a pencil rendering of a person, remember that different areas of skin have different textures, and you are going to have to adjust how you are shading accordingly. My cheeks, my T-zone, all of those areas are much more porous on my face than the rest of my jaw or my eye skin or even my chin. Try practicing shading with your pencil in different directions. See what it's like to render in circular motions versus straight up and down or horizontally. See if you can get a more realistic approach when you treat different areas of the face differently in your drawing style. I think those are all the tips I can come up with at the top of my head. If you would like me to do a whole video on drawing and painting tips or give you like actual lessons on this channel, please let me know. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like it. Question of the week, what are you having trouble with art-wise that you would like me to give lessons on? Because I have a lot of experience in painting, I have a lot of experience in drawing, especially when it comes to portraiture and illustration, and I would love to give video lessons on anything that you're having trouble with. Please leave me a comment down below and I will see if I can get to any of those videos within the next few weeks. I love you guys so much and I will see you on Friday. Goodbye!